Hi everybody, how are you today? I hope you're well. It's Jojo here. I want to do a short video on lower back pain. Tightness through the SI joint and the piriformis causes compression of the nerves in the lower back, so can cause leg pain and debilitating lower back pain. So we want to focus on two things: flexing and stretching, flexibility and stretching through those ligaments to release the compression, and also building strength in some of those key muscles. So making sure that the biomechanics are really solid. That means strong glutes, engaged core, awareness of posture. Awareness of posture meaning when you're standing, you're active through your feet, your posture is nice and aligned, your core is engaged, your pelvic floor is engaged as well. So with that in mind, let's do some things to help release some of the pressure and also build some strength. So join me on your mat or on the ground or wherever you are in a nice comfortable seat. And I would like you to turn the long way as you extend your legs, spread your sit bones and sit nice and tall. First thing we're going to work on is stretching through the hamstrings. Now, just in Dandasana, forward fold, we get a lovely seated stretch, but for some of us that might be too much to start. So let's come in to a seat with slightly bent knees, and reaching forward, you can reach the toes. I don't want your spine rounding through the shoulders or the top of the spine. So think about hinging from the hips as you release the legs down, and just find a nice stretch in the hamstrings here as you draw the body forward, lengthening through the spine, the crown of the head, and breathe. Breathing into the backs of the legs, releasing the hamstrings. Sit here for as long as you feel you'd like to. Now cross your right leg over the left. Sit nice and tall, the feet are engaged. I want you to hinge again from your hips as you fold forward towards that right thigh. Keeping the left foot in dorsiflexion, so toes up to the sky, and reaching forward. Feel the stretch in the hamstrings here, and of course we do it on both sides. Anytime we're sitting on our hips or on our pelvis, we want to make sure that we're sitting nice and evenly, so spread the sit bones, sit nice and tall, and then just gently fold forward, hinge forward. Keep your heel driving into the earth as you engage the feet and the toes, and breathe into the backs of the hamstrings here. Great. Let's come down onto our mat, drawing our knees bent towards the sky, reclined pigeon pose or figure of four. Right leg extends to the sky, and before we do that, let's just breathe into the back of the hamstrings here. Maybe we reach the right leg towards us. You can certainly bend the knee here as you draw that right leg in towards the chest. It may be too much to force the leg to be straight. Release that leg, left leg comes up. Do the same thing here. Keeping the right foot, the balancing foot, pressing evenly into the ground to anchor you. Now from here, with our knees bent, let's extend the right leg. The right ankle comes over the left quad. Gently guide that hip out a little bit by pressing into the right thigh. You're coming up off the earth to reach through for the left shin. Let the head come back to the ground. Engage your feet as you draw that left knee in towards you, and breathe into that lovely stretch on the right side. Let's take it the other way. Left leg extends, comes over the right thigh. Draw the feet in towards you as you reach forward. A lovely figure of four here. Clasping on the shin, never the knee, and guiding, encouraging opening of the hip. Breathing here, and release. Let's bring both our knees in towards the body here and take a gentle massage on the lower spine, rocking from side to side here. Getting some nice hydration into that lower posterior chain, the lower back. And when we talk about hydration, it's so nice to hydrate through the body like that, through stretching, but also make sure that you're hydrating your body by what you intake. So think about eating and consuming hydrating food and lots of water and fresh fruit and things like that. From here, we're going to move into some strength building exercises. So we want to strengthen our glutes and coming into bridge pose here on the mat. Think about your entire spine flat on the mat, so no space anywhere. Nice even, pressing evenly into the earth here. Guide your feet in towards your seat a little bit. Make sure your feet are in parallel alignment with your hips. Now we're going to work, this is a great glute strengthener, but first of all, I just want you to think about engaging your glutes. Sometimes when we have really tight hips, it's quite hard to isolate and engage the glutes. So think about this as a glute bridge exercise. And on the inhale, we lift up. I'm going to reach for my heels because I want you to try to reach and lengthen down through the spine here. Lift up with active glutes, active core, active pelvic floor. Keep space between the chin and the chest. Keep the quadriceps really nicely aligned as if you're holding a block in between them, and really engage the glutes and come on down. My clicky knees. Come on back up. This is a lovely way to stretch and release, but also to build strength. One more time, lifting up here. And release. Draw the knees in towards you. Take a little bit of a release and relax. Let's windshield wipe our legs from one side of the mat to the other here. You can come out to the side. You actually feel the side of your glutes. A little bit of a massage. And then, of course, a version of happy baby always feels good when you're in this reclined position. And we are going to come up to a seat. And I want to work now on a little bit of strengthening. So the reason we get lower back pain is nerve compression. So we want to decompress the nerves by creating space in the spine. So come on to a neutral tabletop position, stacked nicely on all fours. So that means take the arch out of the spine or the rounding and try to keep the spine pretty neutral. So if I were to put a block on the back of your lower back, it would stay stable. And here I want you to take some rounds of cat-cow, simply rounding through and expanding. So expanding and compressing the spine hydrates it. Really exaggerate here as you tuck the chin in. And you can take this movement really dynamically if it feels good. But make sure, again, awareness of posture. You're not pressing the weight into the wrists, but pressing the weight into the fingers away from the wrists, so out of the joints there. And out of the knees and along the shins. Nice neutral tabletop. So stable that the pelvis is really engaged and nothing's really wobbling. We're going to take some rounds of bird dog here by extending the right leg and the left arm. And down. And back. Very stable. Now if you wanted to take this a little bit further, of course you could extend out and then round through. Extend out. And even tap the right knee to the right elbow. Let's take this on the other side. Extend the right hand, bicep comes to the ear, and release. Extend and release. Extend again, and again, of course, take this movement to where you think you need to take it. From here, let's release now by dropping the hips back and finding child's pose. So really drop down, seat comes to the earth, And the hands claw forward here. Release through the lower back. Drop the head. You can come onto your hands here. Just let it all go. And then come on back. Let's find a seat here. I'd like you to come to a comfortable seat so that we can do a little twisting. Now, it can be as simple as sitting. Sometimes if you have really tight hips, just sitting like this is difficult. So we can twist from here, coming through center. Watch the neck, keep it neutral. Or we can twist with our legs, our thighs in internal rotation, like this. So this may be more comfortable. Left knee out in front of you, or maybe slightly off on the diagonal. Right foot, maybe at a 90 degrees here. I'm going to twist from each side to each side. So I twist over to the left and twist this way to the right. And now if it feels good to do so, you can fold forward or into any space that you have available to you. Listen to your own body and try to keep your feet engaged to protect your knees. I'm going to take this twist the other side. So bringing my right shin almost parallel in front of me, I'm twisting over to the right and then to the left. And then if it's available to me, I'm going to fold down and forward. Coming up, back to a seat, sitting on the mat, bringing my hands back behind me, just to anchor me. Let's take some windshield wiping of the knees, so up through center and drop to the left. Up through center, drop to the right. Again, twisting and releasing. I hope this helped a little bit and just reminded you how important it is to be aware of posture and to strengthen those key points in the body that will really help release the SI joint and keep your pelvis nice and strong. And have a wonderful rest of the day and a great week.